Hey everybody, James here with Your American Flag Store, and now the new host of Your American Podcast. I don't normally do endorsements, I guess, but I just can't help myself with this one. I met a guy on LinkedIn several months ago, I think 5 or 6 months ago now, and became friends with him on social media. And this guy, just with his posting, kind of, I really like it just because I see his posting and it makes me laugh. He and I struck a conversation one time, and turns out he writes books. And he told me about a couple of his books. He was generous enough to actually send me several of them. I picked up the one that I thought would get my attention the most, and basically because of the subject matter. It's called Rob versus the Entitled. And I'm telling you, I started reading this. I'm not a big book reader. I don't read like entire books in a day or two. It's not something I do. I think the last book I read was probably 8 years ago and was one of Tony Robbins' books. But this book, I could not put it down. It was entertaining. It was absolutely hilarious. But Rob has a brilliant way of talking about and kind of exposing really things that we need to be talking about and thinking about and understanding. And so they're useful books, but they're very entertaining and hilarious. His name is Rob Anspach. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, Anspach. I'll put a link in the description here for this book. You guys got to get it and follow Rob on social media. If you want just a daily laugh and everything, it's absolutely hilarious. This guy has a great take on things, and when we were talking, he let me know that he writes a lot of books, and I've got 4 of them now. Love them all. This is the one I would start with, Rob versus the Entitled. Pick it up, you'll love it. I'm trying to get Rob to write my book, my life story about being canceled, going all the way back in high school. And I think Rob is the guy to do it, mainly because there's a lot of parts of our story that, just kind of suck. And Rob has such a great sense of humor. I think that he can add that humor into our story and bring some levity to it and make it very entertaining. So hopefully you'll see that book out in the next several months. We'll see if Rob wants to write that for me. But until then, get his book. The very first one I would recommend is Rob versus the Entitled. Go pick it up.